everybody, Max here from MaksPlayground, and welcome to a Sims 4 speed building video. Now this is a collab with CoolNickyD, and we decided to do a festival New Year's Eve fairground party ground area. So he did one part of it, and I did a couple of the other parts. He did the main entrance area, and the he kind of like built around the shelled out the lot, and he also did the awesome stage in the main middle of the lot, and he did awesome. It looks so realistic, to be completely honest. It's beautiful. And he made a little area where you could sit down and watch people play, and you know, things like that. And he messaged me saying that he wanted to do a collab with a couple of people, and he had like a collab week kind of going on, so I picked the date, and we shot ideas back and forth, and we came up with this one. So he decided to do that. I thought maybe, you know, it would be like a 50-50 type of thing, but he left me areas in the lot to do. So he did the center, and I did the two sides. Now I am right now making a bar. I ended up making a little area where your Sims can, you know, when maybe before the performance or something, they come up, get a drink. I pulled a bunch of liquor bottles out of the debug menu, and I organized all of them, and well, most of them. I kind of scattered them across the bar area a little bit, and then I just grabbed some other bar type stuff, and yeah, I just kind of made a little area. At first I was gonna put excuse me. At first I was gonna put restaurant food stalls, and then I decided after not to, and I put something else. But I was so jumbled up with what I wanted to do, so I ended up making that area, the bar area. I kept it like this, and then I extend the roof, and I put an area for a jacuzzi, hot tub, and then I put on the other side I put those don't drop the llama game tables, which are basically Jenga in The Sims. I put 3 of them there, so your Sims can easily go and play that. This is more of an adult oriented lot. I didn't really include much kid stuff. I was thinking of including a playground and everything, but I thought if it's a bar, I don't really know if kids should be at this general area. I know that certain community lots, when there's bars, your Sims children can go on them, and I think that's so strange, because in real life that is not allowed. Well, not usually, unless it's a restaurant or something like that. You don't see kids walking around bars. Usually it's a little bit weird, unless it's, like I said, a restaurant. But yeah, so I included the bar area. I included some things where your Sims, if it's a New Year's Eve festival type of deal, I would imagine that, you know, your Sims would want to take a jacuzzi with a couple drinks, play some games, listen to music. The stage has guitars, there's a DJ booth on it. It's really cool. And then on the other side of this lot, I include a wedding arch and a little area where your Sims can eat. I put 2 fondue bowls, as well as a buffet table. Now, I've never used that little buffet table that came, I think it's in the party pack or the Cool Kitchen. It was in one of those two. I think it was the party stuff pack, and I don't know the proper name for it, but I know it came with that, and one of those two, and I don't really know how it works. I've never used it in the game before, so I don't know if it serves a buffet or not. But I was gonna include food stalls, but I decided against it because I put a little wedding arch, and I didn't know if it was the proper area. I probably could have made its own lot. I think I did it really, I tried to make it look really nice, white, pristine. I wanted it to look really pretty, and I think I did a good job. Not tooting my own horn or anything, but yeah, I did this video really last minute though. I actually did it I finished it last night, which was Wednesday. I'm doing the recording for the Thursday so that I could be up for today, which is when you guys are seeing it, is Friday. So again, this video was really last minute, and there was kind of a reason for that. Now, I wanted to get started on this build last week, but if you follow me on Twitter, you may have seen some of my posts about this, but my grandmother is not doing very well. She is essentially kind of like dying right now. Now, if this may be triggering for you guys, I totally understand if you just want to skip to see what this build looks like at the end, or if you want to just exit off this. I will not hold that against you at all. I completely understand. But I'm just going to take a minute or two or maybe 3 to talk about this. My grandmother, she's essentially dying right now. I got the call a couple days before Christmas stating that my grandmother's health is declining. Now, it has been declining for a little while, over the last year, but she recently went into the same old age home as my grandfather, and you know, it is her health started rapidly declining, and she has cancers, different kinds of cancers. She didn't want to get chemotherapy for or anything. And she also has a really bad, her oxygen levels are really, really low, so she has to breathe with an oxygen machine. And like I said, her health, I got a call from my aunt stating that her health is declining, and that she's going to be going into palliative care, which she didn't want to go to the hospital. She wanted to stay at the home with my grandfather, and they just kind of been really looking after her. And if you know me, happen to know me in real life, and you've known me for a while, my grandmother has always been a very, very big part of my life. She's really, really important to me. There's been times when, you know, basically she's raised me when my parents couldn't, and she was like a second mom, basically. And I was really affected by her health declining and things like that, as any grandchild would be if they are close to their grandparents or not close to their grandparents. Losing family is never easy, so if you have lost family, your grandparents or close relatives, or any even, you know, a close friend or your parents or anything, I'm so sorry, and I hope this isn't too triggering or anything like that. However, basically, I've been just so scatterbrained lately. My Christmas wasn't really the greatest either, just for other different reasons that I'm not gonna really talk about much. And so I've just been kind of scatterbrained lately. I've just been so focused on what's going on in my real life, as I rightfully should be. So it's been really, really hard. It's actually really difficult to be doing this voiceover in general. You may have been able to tell right from the beginning, it wasn't as enthusiastic. I don't have any really funny stories to talk about. Now, I could tell you some funny stories about past New Year's, which I may talk about later. I'm just very, just trying to really focus on my family, and I will be uploading a video for tomorrow, for Saturday, announcing the winners of my giveaway. That's been put on a really big hold lately. And I will be recording just a little bit of an update as to what's going on and why I may be taking a break. Like I said, if you follow me on Twitter, you may already have seen this. I've talked about it a little bit. My grandma was doing okay, and then, you know, she bounced back, and then now, she's not responsive. She's in a coma, essentially. She's awake and not awake, but she's not responding to anybody. She can't really talk. So basically, my family has had to say goodbye to her. We got people from out of town saying goodbye to her and stuff like that. And I was in there today, and she, you know, I was there today visiting her and my grandfather. And, you know, it was really hard. It was really, really hard to not, to try to stay strong through that. I must have broken down like 3 times. I'm just really trying to stay strong for my mom and stuff, and my mom was extremely close to them. I have about 6 aunts and my mom, so there's 7 children, but my mom is their only children. My grandfather and my grandmother's only child, and I am their only granddaughter for them together. And it's been very difficult for everybody, and really difficult for my mom because she was very close to them. So, you know, trying to stay strong for my mom while everything's going on. And if you guys have talked to me, and a lot of you guys on Twitter have been there just giving me absolute support and understanding, and I can't even begin to talk about how, without like literally tearing up, about how amazing that has been. I want to give a humongous shout out to Dylan. He's been there, you know, from the YouTube community, just, you know, constantly messaging me on Facebook and making sure everything's okay, checking in on me, you know, sending his love and support and just saying, come on, be strong. I actually messaged him not that long ago before doing this voiceover and just being like, how am I going to do this? Like, how am I going to do this and try to sound positive? I've already done one recording and this has been like crap. So, you know, and he gave it to me real, and he said, you know, people are going to be supportive with you and understanding. And so I really want to give him a huge shout out. It really means a lot. Another person I really want to give a shout out to, and he's sitting in this room right now, is my boyfriend. He's been there for me and with tremendous amounts of support. And we had a really rough Christmas, and just through everything, he's just been there. And I can't even he knows, and he hears it. And yeah, so there's that. And I hope you guys all had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you guys had a safe Christmas. I hope you guys had just beautiful time with your family. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you're doing well, and I hope that, you know, your loved ones are doing well and that you're safe. And this year has been crazy. This past, you know, just even in the last couple of days have been nuts. I can't even begin to like explain how my view on just life is shifting. Over this year, it really shifted, and over this just past couple of days, it really shifted. And you know, I got to have a conversation with my grandmother before she went unresponsive, and like, she really told me something that really is sticking with me. It's just, you know, be strong and be who you want to be. And she always was really encouraging. She was there for me in a lot of times when nobody else was, and she got me out of a lot of sticky situations. And she told me a couple of days ago, when she was still, like I said, still responsive, she said, follow your dreams. I know you've been having trouble with school and stuff, and she's like, just you know, do it, and do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Don't do it for your mom. Don't do it for your dad. Do it for you. She told me she wasn't afraid to die, and that, you know, she's had a fulfilling life. She's had grandchildren. She's had children. She has great grandchildren, and, you know, it's hard because it's like, but you're my grandma, and you're not supposed to die, and you're supposed to be here. And, you know, it's weird. Death is weird for me. I don't handle death very well. I've kind of figured that out. I've only lost one other person that I was close with, and that was when I was 19, and that was difficult all by itself because it was a close friend. And I don't know. I don't remember how I grieved that, and this is my grandmother. I know my cousins are having a really hard time right now, and I'm just being there, people who have been there and supporting it. So I want to say thank you all so much if you've been there, and if you just any kind words, and just if you are still listening, and thank you. And oh man. So I just want to get back to the builds because I can go on and on forever about this. But you guys, make sure you do check out Nicky D's channel. I'll leave the link to that. I'll leave a link to his video, and I will definitely leave a link to his Twitter. So make sure you guys check that out. But yeah, getting back to the build, I really like the structure that I did right here. As you guys can see, I put those tables and the jacuzzi in. I like the way I extended the roof. I've never done that before, and it looks very flea market-y, and I love it. So I might try that again in another another structure that I build, or another build that I use, or something like that. I try to put in these aquarium to make it like a wall of aquariums, and then I realized how not fitting it looks. Like, I don't know. I don't really see aquariums in I don't know. It's more of a restaurant or a pet store or like a veterinary. I don't know. I'm saying that a lot. But I put in those things from City Living, like those, I don't know if they're columns. I really don't know what they're called. But I just kind of thought those looked kind of cool, and I put them in white. I use a lot of whites and blues in this, and I tried to include a little bit of black, although I don't really know if I did. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I mostly included white, and I just love the way it looks. I included a wedding arch because I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I even talked about this at the beginning of the video. Did I? I don't know. I'm going to say it again. If I did already talk about it, I apologize. But I included a wedding because I just kind of thought it'd be a place where your Sims could go, not just to have like a party, but to get married and throw a wedding party there. Like, there's the DJ booth, there's a piano, like you guys can hire a pianist. You have your you know, your drinks, your bar drinks. You can have like a jacuzzi. You can play some games. I just thought it was a really fitting wedding venue, so I included it there. I think it looked really pretty and everything. I took out the food stalls. I just included that. I made this I did this all in one shot, which I actually was really surprised at. I thought that it was going to take me a while, but I'm like I've mentioned before in a couple of my other builds, I'm starting to get a lot better at building, like a lot quicker, I should say. Not really better, but a lot quicker at building, and my skills have just like gone up, and I'm like, whoa, this is weird. This usually takes me forever, but I don't know. I think I'm getting to know the buy menu a little bit better too, so that might make a difference. And just like, I don't know, I think when I take my break from my YouTube, I don't know how long I'm going to be gone for. I have a lot of school stuff that I have to focus on. I have to get, you know, some last minute assignments done and things so I can go on to placement. And when I start placement, I don't know how demanding that's going to be just yet. So I may return midway through January. I may not even be able to stay away from YouTube long. Who knows? Because I love YouTube and I love creating. It's one of my passions. So, you know, I love posting videos for everybody and all my supporters and subscribers and all that. I love posting videos on my channel. I want to work on some new channel art. I want to work on some new intros. Some of the goals that I have set for myself for the new year is to, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. I want to bring more better content for you guys, work on new kinds of videos. You know, that's some of my goals. I just really want to take some time though, just for myself. And you know, I know YouTubers that do it all the time. You know, they take a break and they take time for themselves because they just get overwhelmed. And if I were to get super overwhelmed and I wouldn't be creating good content, and I just kind of, you know, you need to take that time for yourself to really rejuvenate and come back with fresh ideas. When I come back, I really want to start working on my Let's Play because that only has 3 episodes, and my game has been glitching, and then I repaired it, and it seems to be going good so far. It could be just my first snow mod that has been giving me problems. I'm not entirely sure. If you guys haven't already noticed, I did take it out for this because I wasn't sure. I actually don't know if Nick or Nikki, I'm not sure which he prefers, but I don't know if he used the snow mod in his video, which I will know by tomorrow when this video goes up. But as of right now, I'm not sure. That is one of the reasons why I did take it out. But this build is on the gallery, and I am coming to, I think, the end of this really soon, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for listening if you did, and thank you all for sticking around. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I don't know if I'm going to be including a little machinima, or I'm going to be including some cinematic tour thing, but there will be pictures. I know that. I still have to go in and take a bunch of pictures, but they'll be there. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you have a absolutely wonderful New Year's resolution, or New Year's, and those resolutions, if you want to share them, leave that in the description below. Or, oh my god, I'm so mixed up with this. That's another resolution. Get better at my exit of my videos because this is terrible. I am so sorry. I'm a little bit scatterbrained, as I've been saying this whole time. But like I said, let me know your resolutions if you want to share them in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my Twitter, my Facebook, my Tumblr, and my Instagram if you guys want to see any updates or anything like that. I will still be posting on there regularly. So if you guys want to contact me, feel free to message me on Twitter or like message me on Facebook. I'm always up to have conversations about The Sims or about things that are in general. If you're going through a hard time, just message me. I'm always open to talk to anyone. So you guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, you know, all that stuff. Have a happy day, and I will be talking to you in my next video, guys. Thanks. Bye.
It's a new day and a new year. Shout it out loud, sing with the crowd. Celebrate, cause good things are coming. New opportunities are out